Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective, it's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is, where the heart's uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. Where them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recover. Yeah, peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so hard to reflect on all the juice like torture. It's on you, tell the truth.
Yeah, we about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Listen. Yeah, aim in the fit so you see in the mirror. Play with your focus and watch it get clear. Polish your crown, turn it up if you wear it. You live in the root, release what you're fearing. And watch it all rise, the righteous will hear it. They calling us twisted, I'm not even caring. Because it's unseen, the mind is too barren. They won't even heal it, they pass it to cheering. We over here healing, conversing and listening. Know that the truth isn't always appealing, but end it with healing and find your beginning. Frequency positive, what you receiving. Perception is up to you, what you believing. What you retrieving, mentally speaking. Like that they breathing, no words from a heathen. Don't know it all, but together undefeated. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Hey. Yeah. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Praying for truth cause the world is so fickle. Keeping my mental how clean as a whistle. Attention's a trap, they can lead you astray. Snaring this ship through the storm and the haze. Real conversations are lost in the greed. Others get lost in the web that it weaves. Sift through the rhetoric, uncover schemes. Knowledge inherited, this is imperative. I got a lot on my mind and I'm sharing it. Apples to oranges, it ain't no comparisons. I'm the type that'll never break character. I'm the type to make memories and cherish them. Trust intuition and doubt or disparity. Pursuing the echoes of wisdom. Chasing that moment of clarity. Conversation, rather one if you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track, we the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation, rather one if you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. Who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen.
It's on you, tell the truth.
I want to say peace to all the kings. Welcome to the People's Podcast, where your opinion matters, because perception has the power to create an understanding. I am one of your hosts, Universe Badger, founder of Unseen Twisted Juice LLC. I'm an integrative holistic health practitioner and herbalist, and a Reiki spiritual healer. Owner of A Little Assistance Safe Healing LLC. Tonight we are joined by an independent recording artist, Xander Bangz. We'll be discussing his album, Watch This, the experience that shaped his music, what it means to remain authentic as an independent artist, and his upcoming performance with Texas rap legend Tum Tum. This conversation isn't only about music. It's about purpose, resilience, creativity, and building something meaningful through life's experiences. ID Cypher, peace. Could you read the deeper meaning before we introduce the artist?
hold them off for a second because I wouldn't. My daughter came in here and messed up everything. Let
Okay.
me see.
We'll introduce the artist real quick. We got a deeper
Hey,
meaning though. So who are you, Xander?
hey, what's up, everybody? This is Xander Bangz out of Dallas, Texas. Once again, appreciate you guys for having me on. Yep. So I just released this album on 420, actually. So we're just doing just trying to spread the music out there throughout the summer and everything. So I really appreciate you guys having me on here.
Okay,
Oh man,
okay.
peace, Kings. It's a pleasure to have you as well.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Their ID.
I'm in between that and my mama telling me I need to feed the dog.
I feel you.
My apologies.
Yeah, this is new for you, so I'm gonna bear with you.
Can you send a prompt to my actual phone because I don't have my messenger downloaded.
Okay. Yeah, I can't actually. I lied. I can't send it to your phone.
Oh, so let me just download messenger and get it off of there.
I did lie because the reason why I can't download it to your phone is because I'm on the laptop and it's on here.
Fair.
Oh, I lied again. Hold on, it's coming. Let's ask the first question real quick. I'll ask the first question, but I will. Sorry, I ate it, edible. Let me get to this first question. For those meeting you for the first time, who is Xander Bangz beyond the music?
Beyond the music, I mean, I'd like to say, I mean, really, I'm just a normal person. The only difference is I just document like what my life experience is through music. And that's what I kind of like people to understand is, so no matter who you are, what you're going through, I try to make something that can be relatable, you know what I mean? And even if you don't relate to like the music part of it, you can apply that principle, like, to anything in your life, whatever you have passion or love for.
I feel that. I feel that. I would like to say peace to the other family members that have joined us. Illibis, peace. And you are muted. This
Peace, everybody. How y'all doing today?
all is
Hey,
truly well. All is truly well. And then we have
Hold on, Xander Bangz.
yes,
I
sir.
appreciate you. Thank you for coming on and sharing your
Yes, sir.
experiences.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all.
then we have Ray Belanco. Ray, you're muted. Yeah, you're still muted.
There we go. I'm sorry.
That's
There you go.
What's happening? How you doing? Mr. Bangs, I think we've been previously acquainted, my friend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Remember me too. Yeah, it's good to see you. We kind of got cut off. Good to see
Yeah,
you.
bro. You too. Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that, though. That's how beautiful the universe is.
Okay.
Once you align yourself, it's going to come back around. So when it comes back
Yep.
full circle, that is synchronicity. What about synchronicity, Illibis?
Oh,
You
man.
already know anything that's going on in the brain, we're going to end up attracting it to us.
So that's alignment, y'all. You guys just went full circle back to alignment. Unintentionally.
Yep.
My ID
Law of
cipher said.
attraction.
Yes.
I got you now. I got you.
All
Sorry
right,
for
let's get the
technical
deeper
difficulties.
meaning.
Okay, music has always been more of an entertainment. Every artist is treated as a piece for experience. Sometimes it's pain, sometimes it's hope, sometimes it's confidence. Every song becomes a screenshot where that person was mentally, emotionally, or spiritually during the season of life, and albums become timelines. They're collections
Right.
of moments that people may never fully understand unless they hear the full story behind it. So tonight isn't simply about promoting an album, it's more about discovering the person who created it. So let's have this good conversation.
Oh, thank you. I just want to give ID Cypher flowers for real for a second there. that's a king of mine that's been very close to me and drawn to me through the universe, and I'm grateful and appreciative. And that's an amazing artist, amazing cameraman, amazing a lot of other things, including a father. So like, I'm just proud of him. So thank you for reading that for me.
Appreciate y'all for being with me too.
There's the pretty girl. So let's say peace to SGF Graham.
Peace.
Peace. How y'all doing?
All is truly well. So
My dog.
So we're gonna play the first song real quick, and then we're gonna talk about some more things.
Hell yeah.
Let me pause this on my end.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Tell them about this song though, real quick, before we play it. Introduce it. Give us some background.
Yeah, this song right here, this is the original. We've actually got a remix that we just made a visualizer, like sort of like a music video for a couple weeks ago. But this one is an original off the album. It dropped on 420 with the full album. And you can Google Xander Bangz, watch this if you're interested. This song is really just about like, it kind of goes into like the way that I did the track listing was sort of intentional. Like each song kind of floats into the next. So the previous song kind of ties into this one. It's really just about like, I got to grind. Like, I know where I'm at. I know that, like, I won't say I've wasted time, but I've lost a lot of time where I should have just been, I should have been dedicating my time to music. So it's really just about getting on the grind and hustling until I can get, reach that goal, which is, everybody's goal is, I think, 1 million, or, that's sort of the dream, I guess. So I just called it Millie. And you'll see why when you hear the hook. But yeah, it's really just about working hard and trying to attain those goals.
Okay. And I want to give you your flowers too, real quick. How many interviews have you been doing since you dropped this?
Man, I do probably 3 or 4 a week, maybe sometimes a little more, as much as I can get to. Yeah. And then we do review shows and stuff like that as well, when we don't have anything anything scheduled and stuff like that. So yeah, we're just trying to spread out the music and see what the people think about it.
Where were you at yesterday? What show did you
yesterday? I was on Swamp Mafia Radio, which is a bunch of guys in Florida and Mississippi. Yeah, so they've been I've known them for a little while. I'm trying to grow, establish my roots and make more connections with more people. So yeah, there was their Swamp Music Mafia Miami, I believe.
All right, shout out to them real quick. Everybody go tune in to Swamp Mafia.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right, so let's get into this song real quick here.
I stay tripped out, big clouds, homie smoking big loud. You might wanna sit down, got me feeling lit now. Yeah, that track was dope, but wait till you hear the mix down. Shorty on my dick, and she wanna take a pic now. Call me Michael Vick because I hit that beat so vicious, never slacking, never slipping. Yeah, I pass after I hit it, then I'm back after I dipped. I'm in the lab, we making hits. That beat just slaps you in the dick. That beat just slap you in the dick. That beat just smack you in your shit. That beat just smack you in your shit. I'm running out of time, so I'm really on my and rewind it. The stage is my altar, so I'm taking up this calling. But my faith in all this time is so you can play this and rewind it. I'm running out of time, so I'm really on my grind. They always say I'm really, but I'm really gonna fly. Let me tell you something that's been really on my mind. I keep killing all these beats until a million is mine. I'm running out of time, so I'm really on my grind. They always say I'm really, but I'm really gonna fly. Let me tell you something that's been really on my mind. I keep killing all these beats until a million is mine.
So I ain't mad at you. That's just another way of doing neuroplasticity. To me, you just basically said you're gonna keep on going until that's all you live, because it's on your mind and nothing else. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
You just spoke into existence, my guy.
That's right. That's a big thing I've been trying to do lately. Yeah.
Do me a favor, just because we're all about peace and love, Ryan James. Ryan James also has another podcast, Behind the
Okay.
Cage. Ryan, if you put your information in the comments right there, this young man will probably want to interview. So
Hell yeah.
I'm just saying that's what it's about right here. So I'm all about love and positive energy and giving people a different way to see something. I just
Yeah.
when you first spoke to me earlier about you feel that you like not really wasted time, but just put it in the wrong places.
Yeah.
I want to give you another perspective to look at that real quick. Okay?
Okay.
You didn't really put it in the wrong places. Would you have been able to support yourself like you've been this year and be dedicated like you would have if it would have happened when you thought you wanted it to happen?
Well, that's that. Yeah, that's sort of like what I mean is the problem was, yeah, like if I would have been focusing, like
Yeah.
mature, if I would have been more mature, I would have been able to do that. But at the time, I definitely was not mature. So I guess
But
the answer is no.
That's not the time for the universe either. At
For
the end
sure,
of the
for
day,
sure.
everything happens at the divine time, and it happened because now you can appreciate it and push yourself further.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, just another way to look at it. But you can look at it any way you want to. But if I just give you another way to see it in a positive light, keep having Millie on your mind.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely use it as any negative. I try to, they say it's a lesson or a blessing. So I try to use it, I mean, I won't say net, but I mean, when I look down at what's really important and, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Most of that time was wasted in, man, I won't say like, man, yeah, it wasn't wasted, but it was spent,
There you go.
on a relationship that was not, it was toxic. It was not, and I won't say, I'm not gonna, that's another thing is too, I'm a grown man too. I'm not just gonna blame it, my circumstances on, I can't, there's nothing I can do to change that. And also I can't, I can't change the past either, but, I just need to, adjust my focus basically. Yeah.
Everybody keeps leaving and coming back because they can't hear. Leave and come back, y'all. Leave and come back.
Yeah, we can only hear you.
That's all right. Leave and come back.
For real.
You're missing out on some good stuff.
We're gonna share the the
So
links and everything. Yeah.
So about this relationship too. At the end of the day, I want you to also have another view on this. Not because I know everything, because I don't. I'm 51 though, and I'm telling you, only thing I know
something.
is the universe.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
At least you got a chance to love, because some people go through life
I
and
did.
have that opportunity to even experience it, and you only attracted what you were thinking within you that you had to see within yourself. If something's triggering, it's healing.
Don't say that.
It is though. I swear, it's healing with
I know.
you.
I know it. That's the funny thing is, we used to say, we used to have the converse. She was no dummy to like the things of the universe and things like that. We knew, yeah, we would have conversations like that actually. Um, man, it's just, and like I said, like it's not something that I would ever um take back. There's an episode of That 70s Show, and Eric, I don't know if you know the show. Eric is in his room and he's like, man, I wish I never met Donna. We were never together. And there's like his guardian angel comes and he shows him all this stuff. And he's like, if you never, you would have never known all this stuff. And then he's like, I want to keep it. And I was like, man, like, yeah, it hurts, but it's not something I would ever give away either.
No, if you change how you see it, you're going to see it as a different thing other than hurt. You're going to see it as a lesson that you learned and an opportunity to grow inside of you that you never once got to see.
Yes. And I will say, though, since that time, hey, puppy, hey, but no, since that time, though, I've taught myself that, well, at least for now, that relationship lane is a little closed off. Unless the universe or God or whatever send me something really special. But I've always learned in the past, and this is with the case actually in this situation I'm talking about, is when I focus on making myself the right man, then the right woman will eventually come along. So like right now I'm focusing on my career, focusing on music, trying to save some money, trying to get established and try to have a means of supporting myself long term. And I'm 29 years old, so I'm for a regular person I'm pretty young, but as a rapper, 27 is like being 40. So I just got some things to work on, but and I know, and I try, like you said too, is everything does happen for a reason. So and I can trust in that just as much as I did then as I can now, as when it's time, I'll know, type of thing.
I'm going to go through and ask my team members if they got anything to ask you. I'm going to start with Illibis.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to ask. I just got a suggestion real quick, and I want to bring some enlightenment to you real quick.
Thank you.
Hey, Bangz.
Yes, sir.
Listen, let's break outside of the societal norms, because if you think about it, Shorty Low didn't make it till he was 40.
Oh, for sure. Oh, so there's a lot of people. Man, you can go down the list for sure.
But he was just, as soon as you said 27, I'm kind of old for rapping. I'm like, hell nah. Nah, bro. Because as soon as you program yourself on that, eventually you're going to think you need to retire earlier than what you need to. And you might just be getting started.
I am.
So listen, I saw the eye of positivity give you a side eye for a second when you said that. I was like, oh, Pete got something to say. That's why I had to ask my team, because like,
yeah, for sure.
Side eye of positivity, like you're looking at it wrong, my guy.
Well, and that's what I say is like, even if I see it, I never use something like that as a reason to like quit or like if anything, when I think of something, like it only makes me work harder. And I mean, yeah, I know it to a degree. It's that's sort of just like a running joke I have with a couple of my friends that are like really talented musicians that kind of made some dumb choices early on in life that kind of delayed us. And that's another thing though, is these days, I mean, look at Future. How old, bro? Future's like 45 and he's still making hits. I mean, shit. Man, like I said earlier, you could go down the list and there's and that's the thing I like about today's culture too, is if you, which is the way it should be, is if you got it, you get, you can get the credit for it, but these days it doesn't really matter about, these days it don't matter where you from, who you are, what your age is, what your background is. If people are interested in the music, when it comes to that. So,
can I tell you something? Not to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
And one more thing, because I just love giving positive feedback. Always remember, no matter if it's you saying the joke to yourself or to someone else, or someone else saying it to you, it's always a hint of truth in there.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. That's why it's funny.
No, but your subconscious is
So
hearing
yeah,
it.
bro, I encourage you. I like the
For sure.
music. Keep going. Don't stop. And any bad feedback is just fuel, like you said, to push you to
Yeah.
that next level.
Yeah.
So you know what the number one thing though in this world is authenticity. As long as you stay authentic to yourself,
Absolutely.
and it's with pure and genuineness, you're gonna go further with your music. You can't switch up with no one though. You have to stay. You have to
Never.
stay authentic.
Oh yeah. You ain't
What
gotta
is
tell me that.
was it
You gotta tell
DMX?
these other people.
Don't let them catch you with your
Oh
pants
man.
down.
Oh
So
man, that DMX,
stay
that
true to
reference made me sad
stay
a little
true to
bit, but
you
yeah.
regardless. But try
That's
some positive
exactly what.
energy. Do me a favor.
Oh, I
Try some
do.
positive energy because that
Trust me.
that
Trust me.
that inside joke that you're telling yourself, your subconscious is picking it up and saying, "Okay,
Yes, and it is a word. If you say it out, that is another thing. My homie brought that to my attention the other day. He was like, man, like when these kids tell these jokes, they don't realize that they're speaking. You know what you speak is you don't realize how powerful the words you speak are. And he said like, these youngins, they say like, he's like, man, when they make a joke and they say I'm dead, he was like, I'm not gonna say that. He was like, don't say that. And I was like, okay, that's that. Okay, I see that. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, for real." So
It is, and that's that's just the culture. Yeah.
well, I honestly want you to be more mindful of the moment because when you're speaking to the universe about Millie and having Millie on your mind and going far and you're showing yourself that self-love, remember, would you say it to your child? Even if it was just a joke.
Right.
Why would you say it
For
to
sure.
yourself? So I just want to read that, but not to like kick you down.
Right.
SGL
No, for
Grant,
sure. That's the double side. It's sort of like, for me, I use that as like a coping mechanism, sort of. It's like man, when I'm in such a fucked up situation that it's so, almost like, man, sometimes I have to laugh because I'll be thinking like, man, like, honestly, if this was like a movie, like a Friday, like if I was, I could see this, you just, shit happens and you get past it.
I'm gonna have some more positivity come your way with other ways of looking at things, but you're doing great. I just want you to know. SGF Graham.
Yeah.
We can't hear you. You sound like a robot. With one of the, he'll be back. He said with one of those expensive machines.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though, our lives, and our mission with
till he tapped back in, I just followed you, Bangs.
Thank you. Hey, I got you. I'm
on Instagram, and I can't hear you, so I got to go out and come back in.
Yeah. I was gonna say if Ray is listening, or if he comes back in, I had him on one of my old accounts. I had to make I got locked out of my shit. I had to make a new account, so I'm gonna be hitting him up.
I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
You're talking to somebody else. He was talking to Ray.
Yeah, talking to Ray.
Damn,
yeah, we're
bro.
gonna get
like
reconnected because he was on my old. I remember we was talking. We was talking about working on some stuff, and then I got my fucking. I ain't gonna lie, the Dallas police took my phone and all this other shit. But yeah, anyways, I'm back on.
I feel that. Law of attraction.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. That's what I said. The law of attraction is it's
you
real.
Came on this show for a reason at the right time for a reason. I promise you, there was a reason.
Absolutely.
There was a reason. So, we not only do we support people with my brand, though, we also pass positive energy on, and we want to give them a different way to see it because your opinion really, honestly, does matter.
Yeah.
It's just giving you a different way, a perspective to look at it. I don't know if Ray's still here. Ray, are you here?
He'll hear me. I'm gonna find him.
Yeah, because I don't know what's up with everybody dipping. There's tornadoes going off in certain places.
Oh yeah, y'all are in Tornado Alley. Yeah.
No, they're everywhere.
They are. Oh, okay. They spread out. Okay. I know that you in Missouri. I got a lot of family in Missouri, and Kansas City,
Well,
kind of spread out through the Midwest.
you got North Carolina, you got California,
Okay.
you got Florida, you got New York, you
Yeah.
got different places all on here right now.
Hell yeah.
And then
That's another great thing. I love the diversity.
yeah, for sure. So my next question was there one particular, or no, how about this? Why did you choose the title "Watch This" on for your debut album?
Ah, a lot of people ask me that. Yeah. It's sort of like well, on the positive note, I try to originally it was sort of like for the people that believed in me and have always supported me. I would say up to this point, I was sort of like an artist in development. I was kind of like trying to, I won't say find my sound, but just like find what works, you know, as a professional artist. And it was sort of like on the flip side, it's like for the people that supported me, like, hey, much love. I appreciate y'all. Now watch this. And for, you know, on the flip side is, you know, for people that doubted me or for people that thought like, oh man, he ain't never gonna do shit, blah, 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 blah,
Right.
you know, because everybody, you know, it doesn't matter who you are, you got those people. So it's sort of like, oh yeah, okay, watch this, you know, and I have not even touched what, you know, our goals and what we believe that where this is really gonna go. Like I said, it's, you know, 2 months kind of sounds like a long time. 420 is when we dropped it, but the campaign, the promotion campaign and all that is like 6 to 8 months long. And on top of that, you know, it's just there's shows, there's tours, there's podcasts, there's all sorts of different things to get into. So it's just sort of like, you know, and not even just on a musical side, but just as a life perspective. Like, I'm not gonna lie, okay, so beginning of last year, I got out of prison. I did 12 months, but it held me up. And it just sort of like, you know, I made it, like I was saying earlier, not just in a relationship and this and that. I mean, I was making bad decisions. I'm not going to lie. I was, you know, and when I say wasting my time, okay, the relationship was one thing, but like, man, the other dumb shit I was doing, and this is a thing you can get, I'm not going to put the responsibility on something or someone else, but you know, when you're living in the city of Dallas and you know, there's a lot of different influences that, you know, and I, you know, chose to do what I did. And but it's all to say that, like you said earlier, the law of attraction, you come in first full circle as
Yeah.
you know, I'm still here for a reason. Like and that's why I believe in the universe. I believe in God. I believe in divine appointments. And man, there's a lot of situations where I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't even be talking right now. I shouldn't even be. I mean, I could go down the list, but yeah, it's sort of just like, okay, you thought I was this. Now watch this.
I feel that. I'm gonna see if SGF Graham came back with us. SGF Graham, are you back with us? SGF Graham, family. Too much static on my end. Tell him, say the joke online and tag me. I'll show you it. I'm at 1%. I will listen from the other side. Is at 1%. He said, watch me. I'm at 1%. So, all right. So, how about Illibis? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, I don't know. So I'm learning a balance right now. I'm learning in the life of allowance, and I'm allowing things to happen for others because I always want to help people. Because me as a nurturer and as a protector, as a mom, I always see people as in, hold on, let me help you. Let me tie your shoe. But you know, sometimes they gotta fall, and I'm learning allowance. I'm learning allowance because nothing happens to you; it only happens for you, and you had to learn. They made you sit down because you wanted to sit your ass down, young man. So you
and I ain't gonna lie, you know, it sucks, but I'm grateful. You know, I'm grateful for what I got from it. Yeah.
All right. So the next question is, what was their one particular life experience that inspired this project?
I would say divine intervention really is because I mean, I won't say I was getting to the point I wasn't gonna give up and quit making music, but I was at the end of last year. I was like, man, and I had okay. This kind of feeds into it. It's like, man, I had promoters from what was he? He was on from Empire Records. This dude from Empire. He was like, man, he's a promoter and a A&R, and say he was like, man, I'm just gonna tell you straight up, in music, talent doesn't matter, and all this shit. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And like, just like, man, I've seen a lot of shit. I was like, man, you know, maybe I won't, maybe I will, maybe I won't. But I was kind of discouraged, but not that, you know, like I said earlier, is when I, you know, discouragement only fuels my fire. But man, I was like, man, I'm gonna keep going. But you know, it's just sort of like, and the way that these tracks came out, it wasn't planned. It wasn't. We made these tracks like off the top, like I was most 9 out of 10 of these tracks as basically came as I was just chilling in the studio, and none of these songs were even for me. Like my homie, my producer, was just making beats, and I was just like, okay, I just started writing when I heard the beat, and then because I knew that I would come up with a couple verses, and he'd be like, damn, okay. And I was like, hey, look at this, bro. You think I could catch that beat type of thing? And then it just grew from there. And then we sat down and we had the album is 8 tracks. We had like 14. And so I was like, this is some advice I got from like an OG, a dude that I know that actually got signed and like really is kind of doing, you know, went on tour. He's sort of doing all the things that I'm trying to aspire to. So his advice was like, yo, man, like pick the best 6 to 8 songs you got and drop those. So I looked through them. We found the best like 8 tracks, and the other ones we're just gonna drop as singles or something in the future. But like I said, like the majority of those songs were just made on the spot. They weren't planned out. They weren't like thought about for a long time. It was just something like we were in the moment, and that's when I feel the best music is made, is when you're in the moment. You're just vibing with your homies, and you're just like, damn, hey, this is really hard, you know. And then to try to put the intentional work behind it. And so, I mean, I knew I had an album. Honestly, I had an EP before this. It was called the Planet Mars EP, which was, it just played my skills, I guess. But it wasn't like, man, I'm not trying to brag, you know, but like this album is the best music I've ever made.
You're supposed to.
And I was like, damn, like we got to make this project.
You're supposed to brag about
and
that.
So,
don't think that you're not trying to.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though. You know, like I'm trying to I'm not embellishing. I'm looking at it as and you know, the great thing about it is, like I said earlier, like I'm just a regular person. So when I look at it in that aspect, I look at it as a consumer, as a listener, as part of the audience. So I'm like, man, like just like these are some of the first tracks I've ever made that I will go back and listen to for fun just because I like them. You know, I've had a couple songs that I was like, oh, this shit's really hard. But like, you know, I always thought it was crazy. People are like, I listen to my own music, and I'm like, man, like now I can relate to that because because it takes the work and the time you put in to create that.
What's your goal with the project?
And so my goal is, my goal, everything I do is to make quality music, make good music, that authentic music that expresses, you know, wherever I'm at the moment and my point in life, and my, you know, to follow that up is to spread it to as many people as possible, to eventually, to hopefully one kid, if just one kid hears this track, one kid hears this project and becomes inspired to start making music like I was, then I'll be happy. That's really my goal. Of course, my goal is to just go as far as I can with it. But you know, at the end of the day, if there was nobody listening, I would still do it.
Facts. I ain't mad at that. Facts. Every day I'm mad at that. Ray, are you back? I don't think so. Ilbis, do you have a question? He left. He's back. Ilbis, do you have a question?
I just want to hear.
Okay.
Where can they find the album at right now?
If you Google Xander Bangz, watch this, it'll pull up for
Oh, I already
YouTube,
did that. I'm
Spotify,
talking
Apple
about I wanted
Music.
to hear on the stream.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you only sent me that one.
No, I'm talking about like I just wanted to hear y'all speaking because I have to keep
Okay.
going in and out. I
Oh,
already done searched you up, followed you, and everything.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna hit you back as soon as we get off. Yeah.
so
All right, bet.
what song on the album means the most to you personally, and why?
See, look now. If Kim's talking, I can't hear nothing.
Man, I would say the one that means the most to me, and this isn't necessarily my favorite or my best track, but the most important one, the one that means the most is it's called New Dallas. We just dropped a music video actually for that one too, a week and a half ago, about a little over a week ago. Because really, like, okay, I mean, like, you can't really, if you're from Dallas, you will understand what like what I'm saying in the track. But so New Dallas is like a kind of a wave that's going on right now out here. Is
Okay.
we're really trying to be more positive, work together. You know, we want to see the city come up together. And a few years ago, it was like really crazy. All the rappers were, you know, trying to kill each other, you know, getting shot and shooting it, you know, whatever, all that shit. And so what really like culminated in the eventual death of Mo3. And now Yella Beezy's been charged with murder and all this crazy shit. You know, and we're just trying to bring it, like, we're trying to come up together. We're trying to work together. We're trying to show that, like, and you know, like, I love those guys. You know what I mean? That's what really hurts about it is, them guys should be making music. They should be making millions of dollars together. And so that's what we're really trying to do that right now is man, like, try to learn from, you know, because every community kind of it's just like life, you know, you live and you learn, and you know, you try to take the positive and negatives out of every situation. And I really, you know, I'm a part of, this is my community, this is my home, so I want to uplift, you know, Dallas and show people that, like, we're not just a bunch of, you know, gangsters and thugs, you know, like, yeah, we, you know, we can hold our own, but man, like, we're trying to focus on the music and the positivity, the success.
You need to hit up my guy that I sent you, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm. I did. I followed him. I was gonna hit him up here in a little bit. I followed him. I checked out his videos though. That was really dope.
Yeah, and I don't know where at in Dallas, but he's right there in Dallas, and he's all about supporting the community and whatnot too. So
okay.
So how would you describe your sound to someone who's never heard your music before?
Yeah. This is a question I get a lot. I used to be like, man, this one used to stump me. I used to sit back and be like, damn, like, and I'm sort of still like, I can't really, but the best way I could put it is like underground, real hip hop, genuine underground hip hop. I have some tracks that are more like mainstream, like hits and things like that. You know, I know how to adapt, but at the same time, where I'm at my heart and soul is like the underground. You know, what raised me. You know, we're not all about yeah, man, we trying to make some money. We trying to get that flashy shit, but at the same time, you know, we do this for the music, and that's what I want people to understand.
What have you learned about yourself through creating music?
That's a good one. I guess I could say, like, man, in positive and negative light, like, I've learned, you know, when you express yourself in a certain way, if you're like music is my outlet, right? So when I feel a certain way about anything, whether it be good or bad, I write it down. I put it on I put it in a verse, put it in a song, and those songs, eventually, inevitably are going to become, tracks that I record. So I've learned it's a good reflection, actually, because I'm not gonna lie. So I got a new project that I'm working on. It's not anywhere near being released, but it's called Thank You for the Pain. And I talk about, certain situations that, get me kind of fired up, or, it's supposed to be about like real life shit, And I'm gonna, because that was an expression I had and a moment that I had in my life that I had to respond to, and I'm still gonna put them out, but I have to remember, it's a good reflection. Like I said, it's like I'm looking at myself, I'm like, okay, it's good that I got that out of my system. I expressed that, but I don't want to stay on that, that level. I don't want to stay on that plane of, I won't say negativity, but that like, like, man, like, it's basically like, man, I'm done. I'm tired of people, fucking me around. I think we've all felt that way. But like that, like I said, you get those few tracks out really to vent yourself, and then you get back to like the real shit, like the real like the music. But yeah, it's taught me, and that's a way for me to keep because whatever I'm writing in the moment, that day, that period of my life, is, I know that's where I'm at mentally and spiritually and emotionally. So, if I can look about, like, when I made this, I was really I'm not saying I'm in a bad place, but like I was in a really good place. Like I was like floating on the clouds type of shit. Like that's why, you get that kind of dreamy, dream chasing vibes. And as life goes on, shit kind of gets frustrating and whatnot, but it's just learning to maintain, I guess, learning to keep a good balance, because
you said the key word.
Exactly.
Balance.
Yep.
Balance. And that's what people tend to forget to do, is keep a good balance. Now, I believe that music's a form of expression and a way to release what's bottled up. I'm grateful for the fact that you have the opportunity to release that in a positive manner, but you have to find a perfect balance. That's the key word, because we allow what we accept, and what we give energy to, we allow it at the end of the day, because the only thing we can control is ourselves.
Yeah.
Everything outside of that is none of our business.
Yes, exactly, man. That's funny that you say that too, because when it got real bad at the end with my ex and everything, I don't know if something sent this message to her, to like in her brain, to say this or something, but she was like, "Be careful what you choose to allow." And I was like, "Damn." Like, I did, I can't complain. I mean, this shit sucks. I got, all this stuff happened, but hey, I did, put myself in a position where, I was able to, that shit was able to happen, I guess. I was sort of, it made me think about that. And that's sort of honestly when, that realization, and that's, I won't say spiritual transformation, because I feel like I'm always transforming, elevating, and adapting, progressing, but that moment, that's kind of like when I pivoted. I had two options. I could go this way or this way. And I had been going the other way so long that I was like, for one, I was kind of blind to it. But when she said, and just, other things that happened, other things that people said, is like, it made me realize, like, damn, like, do you want to keep going this way, or do you want to maybe choose to allow something better, something else? And that's kind of, I say melancholy, it's happy, but it's sad, but happy, is like, that chapter had to end, but I can be happy and grateful. I can feel happy now that I can, I learned what I needed from it, and I can use it for the rest of my life.
Facts. Ashe, good brother. Facts. I ain't mad at you. What do you got to say, Elabis?
I wanted to tap in on the part where you were saying about when you was in the dark place and you had to make that music. Always remember, that's what's gonna pull somebody to you.
Yeah. Yep.
Because you said you're creating good balance, but always remember, it's somebody that's going through something that you went through, but you just the one that they gonna end up coming across to be able to hear themselves.
Right. And I'm still working on that,
So there's such things as watchers. Watcher energy.
Yes.
And with the watcher energy, they're going to try to see where you're at, so they can check your progression, so they can see where you've gotten to this point. And if you feed that watcher energy, even if it's positive energy, any energy whatsoever, it means you're giving it attention.
Watcher. Yeah, I know, man. That's crazy, because, man, that's almost like subliminally
If you want
subconsciously
to,
implanted in my brain.
facts. If
Because
you
I've
want
had
to,
people watching me since I was a baby, damn near.
like I'm gonna say, if you want to, you should make a song about that.
I do actually. I
To
actually
let
have
them know. Yeah.
my first track on the album is called "Watching Me."
Okay.
I know they watching me.
Yeah.
They're
But
watching
don't
me.
give
Yeah.
them even energy, even if it's positive energy. Don't give it to them.
Right, right. It's the acknowledgement of, because the thing is, like, when you engage with certain individuals or entities, and yeah, you're engaged. It's sort of like a thing I've been like reading on the internet is like, man, some people. I'm I'm from Texas. Okay, I'll just say this. If a man reaches out to shake my hand, I'm gonna take his hand. But I've heard a lot of people say like, "Yo, man, like, be careful who you touch," because just something simple as that can transfer negative energy.
It depends
So the
on
same
your.
thing is if you engage.
Go ahead.
Mhm.
Hold on. Go ahead. Positive
Yeah,
energy.
I was just saying if you engage with man, if you know people's intentions and they're up to I have a lot of fans that well, not a lot, but I have a few, that are watching they're waiting for me to slip, or they're waiting to find a hole that they can poke at. Or whatever it is. And and you're right. If you can't acknowledge that, you can't engage in that, or
Ignore it.
even like you said, even if it's positive, even if I've learned that recently, is even if I'm not doing anything wrong,
Yeah.
I still will have to
Yeah.
harness that energy. I'm still gonna take it on regardless because I chose to engage in it.
How about this for a second? I'm gonna let Elizabeth say something, but I want you to think of this real quick. Matter only exists when you give it attention, no matter what it matters.
Ah.
Elizabeth, go ahead.
I got a video I'm posting tomorrow called, I can't even remember what it's called, but I'm posting it tomorrow.
It must be good.
And the main theme of the video is this: where attention goes, energy flows, and it'll be mirrored right back to you.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Even if
Like,
it's negative.
and I'm not a rapper, a singer, or none of that. I just love music. I'm a music connoisseur. Well, I ain't gonna say a
Hell yeah.
connoisseur. I love music that I can relate to. And having music that I can relate to, I post it. But when it comes to my videos, people used to tell me that I shouldn't. I started my videos going through, or should I say, expressing what I was going
Right.
through in my life in the beginning, which was probably more dark than having law of polarity and turning it into something positive.
Uh-huh.
But But the reason why I said it's good for you to put out that type of music when you in that feeling is because somebody gonna be able to relate to it, which is the reason
Exactly.
why I never stopped putting out what I was going through. Because
Yeah.
I look at my content as if it's music.
Right. Right.
That's how I pump my videos. I pump
It's
a
sending the
actual
it's sending the
content, huh?
Oh, I just said it's sending that energy. It's sending whatever energy you projecting is what it's giving out. And that's a lot of people. I ain't gonna lie, is man, some of the most impactful music that I've listened to is not the happy feely, good shit.
Mm-mm.
It's that shit that hits you for real.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
love music.
if SGF Graham said, if I was to ask you to spit 8 bars without without a beat, what would the 8 bars be?
Shit. Without a beat. 8 bars right now. That's a good question. Hold
That
up.
shit's gonna kill you, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me. I don't know if I'm ready for it.
Go ahead.
Shit. Okay. I'm sitting here, sitting in my feelings, staring up, looking at the ceiling. I'm wondering if God is willing. Wondering if I make a million. Wondering if I'm a regular person, if I'm just a civilian. Shit, what's that, 6? Damn. That's a man, when we get into this type of conversation, it made me think more deeper and shit.
I ain't mad at you.
I put down 6 though. 6.
Okay.
That's something I can expand on that though. I can make a song out of that.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you. At the end of the day, just change a little couple of your words. But yeah, because you don't
True.
need to wonder if you know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, but yeah, like, that's sort of going back to what we were saying.
Yeah.
But that's sort of like going back to me. Not, I won't say. We always wondering something, but if you go back to the past, it's sort of like I'd say where I was a year ago. I was definitely wondering because I was trying to find out where
Of course. Well, now
where
that you
I'm gonna make
know,
it.
now that you
Yeah.
know and continue it becomes a pattern. So it's a choice.
Mm-hmm. True. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
That's
have
why
to
they
ask you
say.
this about preparing,
Yeah.
to perform for Tum Tum. What does that
Yeah.
opportunity really mean to you?
Well, it's really dope because it's a place I'm familiar with. The people, everybody, the only one there that's gonna be there that I ain't met yet in person. I've had conversations, but in person is Tum Tum, and that's um, I got some questions. I'm gonna run down him with the interview like this kind of like if I have as much as I'm able to.
Yeah.
I did a show last year with Dizzy Wright, and we actually are working on something right now. But whenever I get to a place like that, I always try to more than anything else, I try to find the most successful person there and pick their brain, talk to them, and see what first of all, see make it about them. How did you get here? What do you do? That makes you successful. But on top of that is when I do my set or when I do my part is like, what do you think about it? What do you think I could do better? Or just as a person in the audience, what is your thoughts on that? And I try to take I try to keep a balance of because artists and especially producers will have a different take than somebody that's just part of the audience, and they're equally important. And so, but this opportunity is sort of like, for one, man, we just trying to have a good show and have some fun. Really, we're trying to turn up with the right people. And just like him, Tum Tum, just like my boy CJ that set the show up, CJ Dippa. He's actually he came off of America's Got Talent, so I talk to him a lot. And try to learn as much as I can. And besides that, we really just trying to have a good time and trying to, the point, attain the goal of the whole the whole event. Is for the fans and for the listeners to enjoy themselves, to have a great time, get what you paid for. And on top of that, as artists, we're trying to learn, we're trying to grow, we're trying to network. Every show I go to, I go to every single artist. If it's a big show, if it's a small show, it doesn't matter. If every single person involved in it, videographer, the DJ, the artist, everything, just to talk, and share ideas and things like that. And so for one thing, it's kind of it's like a 2-in-1 bonus. Man, Tum Tum is not only a legend in the music scene out here, but he's also, an artist, at his core, so it's sort of like, there's the music side of it and there's the business side of it. And, I'm trying to learn both.
Okay. So Elvis is good, getting ready to wrap up and get off of here. Got to put his child to bed. So go ahead, Elvis.
Hey, I want to say thank you for the invite. I appreciate you coming on, Bangs.
Yes, sir.
Keep going, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm the one that's gonna just keep telling you just to keep going, bro, and take any hate as fuel and turn it into a song.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yes, sir. All right, I'm off here.
All right, peace
I
and love.
appreciate you.
Okay.
Peace.
So the main thing what we end up doing after this when we get towards the close, and we leave with a positive message. So if you had a positive message that you were going to leave to the world, what would your positive message be?
Man, I can speak from my own experiences. No matter how hard it gets, no, and like I said, for me, I apply this to music, but you can apply it to anything. Whatever you love, and that could be something just like taking care of your family, spending time with your family, whatever you love. For me, I gravitate towards music. Whatever you love, don't let the world break you down. Everybody has to go through tough shit. Everybody. And I use that word, um, I use that word intentionally,
Yes.
shit, tough shit. Everybody has to go through it. But if you can find a reason to smile, then you are the winner. I've had times where, like I said, I was locked up. I didn't have a choice. I was stuck staring at the wall for 12 months straight, wondering how am I going to get, because what had the crazy part is 2023 is really when I jumped off like my career professionally. I started getting shows. I started working with people and stuff. And all of 2024 is just like, man, like I just had to sit down and wait. And it got really, it can be hard at times, but you got to know that, God, the universe has a plan for you.
Yeah.
And if you just keep following, don't give up on that, because you will be surprised if you put in the work. And if you do, you follow what you love every day. First of all, it won't even feel like work. And second of all, you'll get yourself to some places you never believed you had no idea you could ever get to. So, and you could be sitting here you could be sitting there, and it's another thing too, is you can be sitting there with no money, no resources. On the outside looking in, it looks real bad, but you know what? Those are some of the most happy times I've had too. It's like, the things that money can't buy. And I would say never exchange a friendship or relationship for that either, for chasing that dream either. Chase the dream, but don't sacrifice what you shouldn't have to either.
Man, my positive message is, and I'm getting this light because it's getting too bright. My positive message is just live your life to your highest, fullest passion, excitement, and just be. And ignore those that don't want to see it, but only surround yourself around those that also see the same vision as you.
Yep.
Music allows people to hear pieces of someone's life they never experienced themselves. Every artist leaves behind more than songs, they leave a perception. Whether someone connects with one lyric or entire album, music has the ability to remind people they're not walking alone. Before we close tonight, I want to thank Xander Bangz for joining us and sharing the story behind Watch This. Every artist has a journey, and every song is a reflection of where they were when they wrote it. As we move into Thursday's episode, we're shifting from the music we create to the stories we carry within ourselves. Have you ever noticed how two people can experience the same situation yet see it completely different? What if the difference isn't the world they're looking at? What if it's the window they're looking through?
Mm-hmm.
This Thursday on the People's Podcast, we're asking you a deeper question. Broken windows of the mind, the heart, and the soul. We'll explore how the unhealed pain, unresolved trauma, and past experiences can become the windows through which we interpret ourselves, our relationships, and the world around us. Are we seeing reality clearly, or are we seeing it through cracks left behind from yesterday? Join us Thursday at 8 p.m. as we look inward and ask, are the windows we're looking through clean, or are they broken? Peace filled with love. May your night be full of positive energy and high vibrations. If you're enjoying tonight's conversation, support independent artists. Go stream Watch This. Follow Xander Bangz on social media, share his music, and continue supporting creators who are building their dreams one step at a time. Thank you again, Xander. Totally appreciate you, man. Appreciate
Hey,
you.
One more thing. I seen SGF Graham made a comment. The name
Yeah.
of the song that we played is called Millie, and if you want to look it up, like she said, you can just Google Xander Bangz Watch This. It's on the album, and that album will come up for basically whatever streaming service you use, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, whatever. It'll pop up.
And
And
what
I
he
really
was
appreciate
asking
that.
you, and what he was asking you is can you do one of your songs off of that album free with not freestyle? Could you rap one of your songs off that album without the music? That's what he was
Yeah.
asking.
Okay. Yeah, I can. I can rap them all.
He just asked if you could rap 8 bars of one of those songs without the beat, and then
Oh.
tell him the name of that song so he can go find it.
Oh. Okay. I didn't. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying now.
You want
Yeah,
to
I
do
could
it
do.
real quick?
Yeah, I could do it real quick.
Okay.
I'll do the hook of the song we played earlier.
Okay.
So it goes like this. I'm running out of time, so I'm really on my grind. They always saying really, but I'm really gonna fly. Let me tell you something that's been really on my mind. I keep killing all these beats until a milli on his mind. Running out of time, so I'm really on my grind. They always saying really, but I'm really gonna fly. Let me tell you something that's been really on my mind. I keep killing all these beats until a milli on his mind. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Millie off the album. Yeah, like we said, you just Google Xander Bangz Watch This, and the whole thing will pop up.
Okay, then. Thank you very much for coming on. May everyone's night be full of positive energy, high vibration, filled with peace
Hell
and
yeah.
love. Go follow.
Yeah,
I'll
much
see
love, much
everyone.
love.
Mwah.
Hey.
Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective, it's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is, where the heart's uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. When them tries to kill you, but with faith you recover. Yup. Peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so hard.